What is up, Dallas Mavericks fans? It's girlfriend IndyCar Tim here with the Dallas Mavericks Daily Blitz. Right here on FanStream Sports. Welcome into the network. Welcome into the show. We haven't exactly been on top of these things this season, so I apologize. But I thought I would give us a nice little wrap-up here as the Mavericks mercifully eliminated from this just chaotic 2025 season at the hands of the Memphis Grizzlies as they fall 120-106 in a game they were never in on Friday night in the second game of their play-in. And look, I hate this play-in thing. I'll just start with that. Anyone that knows me, that listens to any of the dozens of other shows that I do around here and across the country, I hate the play-in thing. I hate the NBA, the way it's all formatted now. It's an unwatchable product across the board, but here we are. I love my Mavericks. I will always love my Mavericks. For those of you that are no longer Mavericks fans because that one player got traded away, y'all are ridiculous, and y'all are horrible, horrible. Don't even call yourselves fans, okay? You're not Mavericks fans. You're fans of the player if you're rooting for that other team that he plays for now. So, number one, I haven't done a podcast. I haven't done one of these since the trade went down, and this is why, because I'm already getting heated just talking about it, about all of you people out there bashing my team and the general manager. Just let it go, okay? Let it go. Yes, it was horrible. It was a ridiculous return. But the season is over now, so let's move on. If you're capable of that, like adults should be, it's a sports thing. It's a sport. It's a game. And yes, I love the Mavericks as much as anybody, but I love the Mavericks. And to be quite honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of that one player that left. Okay? Did I like how he left? No, that was horrible. Did I like what they got back for him? No, that was even more horrible. It was ridiculous. Do I think it set the franchise back 5 years, 10 years, like some of y'all are saying? No, that is ridiculous on your part. Stop being stupid, okay? The season's over. The Stars are in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Rangers are leading the West. And the Cowboys have a draft in less than a week. Can we just forget about the Mavericks and let everybody reset here for a while? I wasn't even going to start this way, but I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. See, I should have done a podcast whenever the trade happened, and this is exactly why I didn't. Look, I am in the minority with the trade, all right? I was all for the trade. I was all for getting rid of the player. But the way it happened and what they got back, that was unacceptable. I 100% agree with that. But this team was going nowhere with him, okay? Just look at the big picture. Yes, we got to the finals last year. Yeah, did we win? No, and largely in part because of him, because he was out of shape and couldn't play. Yes, there were other factors too, I understand. All right, look, forget that part. Let's just talk about the Grizz and the Mavs Friday night. It was a horrible performance on the road. But it's kind of a microcosm, I think, of how this team ended the season the last few weeks here. Is there hope? Yes, there's a ton of hope. This is going to be a really good team next year, you guys. Let's get on board, okay? Let's forget about those who aren't here, and let's focus on those who are here. That is the best course of action for everybody. And just move on. For the love of God. You know, you had a game. Had Kyrie Irving been here the rest of this season and not gotten hurt, this thing would have been completely different, okay? The Mavs would be already in. They wouldn't have been in this horrible, ridiculous play-in piece of garbage that it is. It's the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life. A play-in tournament for the playoffs. Isn't that what the regular season's for? Isn't the regular season your play-in tournament? That's what it's supposed to be. It's the most asinine thing I've ever heard of. And it's a terrible, terrible product. Sorry, I did it again. I went off on it. John Morant wasn't even supposed to play. Yet he comes in, finds out 30 minutes before tip-off he's going to play. after that sprained right ankle from the first play-in game they played, Golden State. He scored 22 points. He had 9 assists, 120-106, your Friday night final. Now Memphis, of course, secures the 8th seed, and they'll go get steamrolled by Oklahoma City in the first round. Congratulations. You've earned the right to go get steamrolled by Oklahoma City in that best-of-7 series. By the way, Oklahoma City in 4, my prediction. That will be on Sunday, opening in Oklahoma City. Of course, Morant was questionable up until 30 minutes before tip-off. He gave credit to the doctors, which means they shot him up full of stuff and allowed him to play. Jaren Jackson Jr. led Memphis with 24. Desmond Bane had 22. Anthony Davis played his heart out this season when he was on the court. I've never been a big Anthony Davis fan. I respect his ability, but he showed me something here, much like Kyrie did when he first got here. He showed me something. Anthony Davis showed me something this season. I am now excited for Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving for that lineup here next year. I am more than excited. Way more excited than I was about the prospect of this team before that one thing that happened that we won't mention. Davis had 40 points and 9 rebounds. Klay Thompson had 18. And Davis even got hurt again late in the game. So, he did come back after it was apparently a calf strain. He tried to come back. He couldn't make it. And then after the game, of course, he had that leg wrapped. He said he tried to fight through the injury, knowing that it was a win-or-go-home situation, and he gave his all. This team, I thought, from the get-go, they had no chance. Memphis started fast. Dallas started slow and cold. And you fall down. You get outscored in the first quarter, 39-24. You can't come back from that. You're already a short-staffed team. It's a short roster. It's a short bench. You're undermanned. There was no chance that was happening. But, man, they gave it their all. They won the fourth quarter, but by that time you were already down. But Memphis had a 25-point first-half lead that kind of started melting away in the third quarter. Dallas went on a 27-12 run that spanned halftime. It brought the Mavericks back to single digits midway through the third, but that comeback is often the case in the NBA. When you're down that far and you have to fight to come back that far, usually the comeback is so draining physically and emotionally that you've got nothing left once you get there, and I thought that was what the Mavs had to fight through here. Of course, Dallas beating Sacramento 120-106 on Wednesday night to earn the spot to play in this game, but they didn't have the same sparks. They didn't have the same fight. I think they were just tired, and they were emotionally spent. Zach Edey had 15 points, 11 rebounds for Memphis. Scottie Pippen Jr. scored 13. Memphis lost all 4 games against Oklahoma City during the regular season, all by double digits. And look for that to continue here in the first round if you're even going to watch both of those teams. Mavericks, of course, limped into the end of the season. They went 7-15 since March 1st. They lost Kyrie Irving to his knee injury after the trade, and the season was lost. All right? And again, guys, listen to me. Am I a fan of the trade? No, not a fan of the trade. I'm going to end on this. I'm not a fan of the trade. I don't like the trade. Don't come at me with that. I don't mind that they got rid of the player. That's not my thing, okay? I never thought, and this is going to sound silly, I get it. I never thought he was good for the team, all right? He's not a great team player. He's a tremendous individual talent. I never thought the Mavericks were fun to watch while he was on the team. That's just me. I didn't like the way he handled the ball, the way he handled the offense, the way he would bring the ball up and literally dribble the ball till there's 2 seconds left on the shot clock, and then he'd either throw up a prayer, make it half the time, or try to pass it to a teammate that wasn't expecting it, and then it's a turnover. That was the Mavs offense under Luka Doncic as your point guard. Sorry, that's what I saw. They were going nowhere. So I had no problem with Nico Harrison dealing Luka Doncic. What I do have a problem with, like everybody else, is how it went down and what they got back. I love Anthony Davis. I love Max Christie. I love the draft picks that we're going to get. We'll just see. But it should have been a lot more. I think we can all agree on that. All right, should have been a lot more. And that's your Dallas Mavericks Daily Blitz. The season is over. We will come back before the NBA draft. We'll do a little bit more. I don't want to talk about the trade. I don't want to talk about the player. I don't want to talk about the gold and purple team over there on the West Coast. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. Tired of hearing about it. I'm done. Let's focus on this team. Let's focus on those who are here. And let's support our Mavericks. Those are good players on this team. Go support them. Go cry about the trade somewhere else. Let it go. For the love of God. I'm IndyCar Tim. We'll do it again at some point. Love you guys. We'll see you.